for today's practice, let's start in a child's pose. So if you want to go ahead, bring the big toes together, knees wide, sink your hips on your heels, reach your fingertips forward and relax your forehead on the mat. Just take a moment to settle into this pose. This is a great pose to start with because it opens the whole body. So as you settle into child's pose, close your eyes and bring your awareness to your breath without worrying about trying to control the breath at first. Just simply invite your mind to ride the wave of your breath, noticing the quality of your inhale and observing the quality of your exhale. Noticing if your breath is fast or slow, shallow, deep. Notice if your breath feels constricted at all. Just simply observe the natural breathing pattern today. Then take a moment, mentally scan from your head to your toes. Notice how you're feeling physically in this time and space. And then take a moment, turn inward. Silently acknowledge and accept how you're feeling mentally and emotionally. So maybe ask yourself, is the mind clear? Is the mind cluttered? Are you focused? Are you scatterbrained? Are you happy? Are you content? Maybe you're a combination of many different things. And after checking in with the breath, the body, the mind, the heart, maybe just gently press your palms together and take a moment and honor yourself for showing up to this practice today to refine the body, mind, and spirit for your own sake and for all the lives that you touch. And when you're ready, I invite you to join me for 3 deep cleansing breaths. Take a deep inhale, fill up the belly first, followed by the ribs, then the chest. Pause, hold your breath. Open the mouth, exhale. Think of releasing physical stress. Next time, take a deeper breath in. Expand more through the belly, more through the ribs, the chest. Pause, hold your breath. Open the mouth, exhale. Think of releasing emotional stress. Next time, take a deeper breath in. Expand through the belly, the ribs, the chest. Pause, hold your breath. And as you exhale, think of releasing any mental stress, releasing any distracting thoughts. And now I invite you to shift to Ujjayi breath. So seal the lips and gently constrict the throat. Take a deep inhale through the nose. A longer breath out through the nose. Deep inhale through the nose. Slower exhale through the nose. And continue to deepen your inhales and lengthen your exhales, finding your own pace, your own rhythm, as you set an intention for your practice. Maybe just ask yourself, what do you want to get out of this practice? Maybe set an affirmation or mantra that is physical, mental, emotional, or a combination. Maybe something as simple as one word. Here's a quote for inspiration by Kino McGregor. change only happens in the present moment. The past is already gone. The future is just energy and intention. So with that in mind, I invite you to create a very clear and specific intention for your yoga practice. Maybe just think of a state of being you would like to cultivate. Perhaps ask yourself, how do you want to show up in the world for the rest of the day, the rest of the week? Maybe something like, I am grounded, I am stable, I am connected, I am balanced, I am open, I am adaptable, I'm graceful, I'm compassionate, I'm understanding, I'm expanding, I'm expressive, I'm present, I'm aware, I'm mindful, I'm peaceful. Any quality that you would like to call in and focus on today for the next 3 breaths, I invite you to silently recite a personal mantra that's meaningful to you 3 times for 3 breaths. And after the 3rd breath, the 3rd mantra, when you're ready, gently press yourself up to a tabletop. So stacking the shoulders over the wrists, the hips over the knees, fingers spread wide. And we'll start connecting breath to movement, warming up with cat-cow. Inhale, tuck the toes, lift the hips, drop the belly, roll the shoulders back and down, and lift the head, cow pose. Exhale, untuck the toes, round the spine, press the mat away, chin to chest, cat pose. Inhale, arch the spine, gaze up to cow. And exhale, round the spine, press up to cat. Keep moving and breathing like this at your own pace, your own rhythm. See if you can maintain Ujjayi breath as much as you can throughout practice, breathing in and out through the nose, calming the nervous system, calming the mind, making sure your exhale is at least as long as your inhale. Gentle reminder to close your eyes as much as you can throughout practice to help calm the nervous system. And anytime you close your eyes, that helps you focus inward. So try to focus more on listening to my verbal guidance. Only look to see what I'm doing if something I'm saying is unclear. So your head will be in proper alignment. Practice a few more cat-cows. Inhale to cow and exhale to cat. Moving with your breath. Making sure the exhale is at least as long as the inhale. Making sure your cat is at least as long as your cow. Practice a few more rounds. On your next exhale, gently tuck the toes, sink your hips on your heels, head over heart, heart over hips. Now take a big breath in, draw the shoulders up to the ears, then exhale, roll the shoulders back and down. And just do a few more shoulder circles like this, releasing tension in the shoulders. When you're ready, circle the shoulders in the other direction. Inhale, shoulders back and up. And exhale, shoulders forward and down. And then gently bring the backs of your hands to your lower back. We're going to kind of do a little butterfly flutter here. So inhale, as you draw the elbows towards each other, opening the front of the chest. Then exhale as you round the spine, drawing the elbows towards each other in the front, pressing the backs of the hands into the lower back. So we'll do a few more. Inhale, arching the spine like cow, pressing the elbows towards each other behind you, pressing the tops of the hands into the low back. And then exhale as you round the spine, drawing the chin to the chest, pressing the elbows towards each other in the front. And do a few more. Inhale like a cow, and exhale like a cat, really concentrating on opening the front and back of the chest, opening the front and back of the shoulders. Moving with your breath. So we're also stretching the toes. You might start feeling the toes burning a little bit. That's okay. Stick with it. Great. On your next inhale, lift the hands up. And exhale, press the palms into the mat. Untuck the toes and just tap out your feet. So tapping the tops of the toes into the mat. Then plant your palms, making your way to tabletop. We're going to take a deep breath in. Extend your right leg back, so press into the ball of your right foot. Press your fingertips down and forward. You should feel a hamstring stretch. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Deep breath in. And exhale, slide the right knee back to the left. Other side, inhale, lengthen the left leg back. Press into the ball of the left foot. Press your fingers down and forward. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Deep breath in. And exhale, slide the left knee back where it was. Now inhale, extend your right leg back, left arm forward. And exhale, release. Inhale, left leg back, right arm forward. Exhale, release. Inhale, left leg back, right arm forward. Exhale, release the left hand as you straighten the left leg to plank. So hips line with shoulders, shoulders over wrists. Lengthening through the crown of the head, lengthening through the heels. Now inhale, right arm up, left leg up. Exhale, release. Inhale, right leg up, left arm up. Exhale, release. Inhale, left leg up, right arm up. Exhale, release. Inhale, right leg up, left arm up. Exhale, release. So do a few more rounds. If you're feeling a little weak today, kind of like I am, you can lower your knees in assisted plank and do the same motion. Just alternating leg and arm lifts, really working the core. Inhale, right arm, left leg lifts. Exhale, lower. Inhale, left arm, right leg lifts. Exhale, lower. So whether you do it from plank or assisted plank, try to minimize the sway in the hips and try to keep the hips in line with the shoulders. Maybe do a few rounds of each. Really working on core strength, shoulder strength. This strengthens the whole body. Practice a few more rounds. Moving with your breath. Then when you're ready, sink your hips back on your heels, head over heart, heart over hips. Take a deep breath in, reach your hands out and overhead. And exhale, grab your left wrist, side stretch to the right, really stretching the left arm, the left shoulder. Gaze up at the ceiling. Deep breath in, long breath out. Inhale back to center, and exhale, grab your right wrist. Draw your right wrist to the left, opening the right side of the body. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Then inhale back to center. And exhale, cactus the arms. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Opening the front of the chest. Deep breath in. And this time as you exhale, interlace your fingers together behind you. Draw your fists back. Take a deep inhale. Then exhale, bow. We're going to practice rabbit pose. So you're just pressing the top of the head lightly into the mat. And then maybe lift the hips. So the head is just lightly tapping the top of the mat. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Deep breath in. Exhale, sink the hips on the heels. Swoop the hands up overhead. Take a big inhale. And then exhale, twist to the right. You can hook your thumbs and spread the fingers wide. Or you can lower the hands, your choice. Inhale as you lengthen more through the spine. And exhale, twist a little deeper. Inhale back to center and exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, lengthen more through the spine. And exhale, twist deeper. Inhale back to center. And exhale, plant your palms back to tabletop. Shoulders over wrists. Hips over knees, fingertips spread wide. Now take a deep breath in. Exhale, draw the elbows into the ribs and see how slow you can lower all the way down on the mat. So belly on the mat. Reach your arms forward and your legs back. And we're going to do a little flutter here. So you're just lifting your right leg, your right arm and your left leg, and then exhale, lower. Inhale, right leg, left arm, exhale, lower. Inhale, right arm, left leg, exhale, lower. Inhale, left arm, right leg, exhale, lower. So you can practice a few more at this pace, or you can pick up the pace. Just fluttering the legs, fluttering the arms, really building strength in the back of the core, strength in the whole body. Practice a few more. Taking deep breaths in and long breaths out. Deep breaths in, long breaths out. Deep breaths in. And on your next exhale, plant your palms, tuck your toes, press all the way up to plank. Then lift your hips and lower your heels, downward dog. So pressing your fingertips down and forward, like you're trying to press the front edge of the mat away from you. Rotate the inner arches of the elbows forward. Press the shoulders away from the ears, knit in the ribs, gaze at the belly. Pressing the heels down and out towards the earth. And then if it feels good, pedal out the feet a few times, bending one knee and then the other. Swaying the hips, rocking the head, exploring any subtle movements that feel good to you in this down dog shape, and enjoy your breath. Find a little stillness in downward dog. Now take a deep breath in, lift the heels, round the spine, rotate to plank. Hips line with shoulders, shoulders over wrists, lengthening through the crown of the head, lengthening through the heels. You always have the option to lower your knees in assisted plank, but remember, hips line with shoulders either way. So from plank or assisted, just take a big breath in. Exhale, draw the elbows in, slowly lower all the way down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to do those swivel kicks. So reach your arms forward, your legs back. Inhale, left leg and right arm lifts. Exhale, lower. Inhale, right leg, left arm lifts. Exhale, lower. You can stay at this pace or pick up the pace. Your choice. Either way, connect your breath to your movement. Deep breaths in. Long breaths out. strengthening the back body. Deep breaths in. Long breaths out. Deep breaths in. Slow breaths out. And on your next exhale, plant your palms, tuck the toes. Take a big inhale. Exhale, press up to plank, lift your hips, lower your heels, downward dog. Now take a deep inhale. And exhale, take your right hand on the outer left thigh, calf, or ankle for a nice twist. Gaze up under your left shoulder. Deep breath in. Slow breath out. Deep breath in. And exhale, release the right hand where it is. Take a big breath in. Exhale, take the left hand on the outer right thigh, calf, ankle. Gaze up under the right shoulder. Deep inhale. Slow exhale. Deep inhale. And exhale, release. Inhale, lift the heels, round the spine, rotate to plank. This time, exhale slow for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So slowly lower down on the mat. Reach your arms forward, your legs back. Inhale, left leg lifts, right hand lifts. Exhale, lower. Inhale, right leg lifts, left hand lifts. Exhale, lower. Continue at this pace. Or flutter the feet, flutter the hands really fast. Deep breaths in. Long breaths out. Take a few more rounds of breath. Deep breaths in. Long breaths out. On your next exhale, plant your palms, tuck your toes, big breath in. Exhale, press up to plank, lift your hips, and lower your heels, downward dog. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, right hand on the outer left thigh, calf, or ankle. Enjoy your breath in this twist. Deep inhale. Long exhale. Deep inhale. Exhale, plant the right palm. Deep breath in. Exhale, left hand on the outer right thigh, calf, or ankle. Gaze up under the right shoulder. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Deep breath in. And exhale, release. Now inhale, look between your thumbs, and exhale, tiptoe your feet towards your hands until you arrive at a forward fold. Keeping a soft bend of the knees, feet about 2 fists apart. Inhale, fingers to shins, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. 2 more. Inhale, fingers to shins, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Again, inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Grab the inner arches of your elbows and just hang heavy. Maybe sway a little side to side. And maybe shake your head yes, shake your head no. Just releasing any lingering tension in the low back, the neck, the shoulders. And as you breathe into this full body stretch, notice any thoughts in your mind. If your mind is trying to cling to worries of the past or future, see if you can let those thoughts go for now and allow your breath to ground you to the present moment. Take a deep inhale and exhale, slowly curl up the spine, vertebrae by vertebrae, slowly stacking your heart over your hips and your head over your heart, making your way to mountain pose. So rooting down through the heels, lifting through the crown of the head. Shoulders back and down, tailbone tucked, navel in. Feel this alignment in mountain pose and breathe. Inhale, swoop the hands out and overhead. And exhale, grab the left wrist, side stretch to the right. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, grab the right wrist, side stretch to the left. Inhale, back to center. And exhale, cactus the arms, open the chest. Inhale, interlace the fingers behind you, close your fists. And exhale, bow. Crown of the head to the earth, fist to the sky. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, release your hands down the legs in front of your feet. Inhale, bend the right knee, left arm reaches high. Open the left hip and the left shoulder. Exhale, fold. Inhale, bend the left knee, right arm reaches high. Open the right hip, the right shoulder. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Now bend your knees a lot. Plant your palms and step your right leg back to a runner's lunge. So stacking the left knee over the ankle. Inhale, get a little lighter on the fingertips. And exhale, lower the right knee. Remember, you can always pad the right knee if you need to with a blanket or a pillow. And on your next inhale, reach the hands high, Anjaneyasana. So tailbone tucked, navel in. Pressing the hips forward, left knee over ankle. Focus the eyes on something still. Now take a deep breath in. Exhale, press the arms out like a T. So we're just going to do some shoulder twists. So inhale, rotate the right shoulder in, left shoulder out. And then exhale, switch. Left shoulder in, right shoulder out. Inhale, rotate the right shoulder in, the left shoulder out. And then exhale, switch. Left shoulder in, right shoulder out. So you're just slightly rotating the shoulders here at your own pace, your own rhythm. Creating mobility in the shoulders. It's a slight twist of the shoulder. Practice a few more breaths, a few more rounds. And on your next inhale, reach the hands high. Exhale, grab the inner arches of your elbows, or if it's accessible, reverse namaste. So pressing the backs, the tops of the hands together, pressing the palms together. From here, just take an inhale as you lunge a little deeper, and then exhale, shift your hips back, straighten the left leg, flex through the left foot, bow forehead to shin. Deep breath in, long breath out. So now we're gonna lunge forward and shift back with our breath. Inhale, lower the left toes, lunge deeply. And exhale, shift the hips back, straighten the left leg, and bow. Couple more. Inhale, lower the left toes, lunge deeply. Exhale, shift the hips back, straighten the left leg, and bow. Again, inhale, lunge. Exhale, shift back and bow. This time, inhale, lunge, swoop the hands high. And exhale, plant your palms, tuck your back toes, lift up off the back knee, and step the left foot to right, downward dog. Take a deep breath in, a long breath out. Inhale, look between your thumbs, step your right foot forward, runner's lunge. Exhale, left foot to right, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise, swoop your hands out and up. And exhale, hands to heart. So now we'll practice that same sequence on the opposite side. Inhale, swoop the hands out and up. Exhale, grab the right wrist, side stretch to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, grab the left wrist, side stretch to the right. Inhale, center. And exhale, cactus the arms, open the chest. Inhale, interlace your fingers behind you, close your fists. And exhale, bow. Deep breath in. Exhale, release your hands down the legs in front of your feet. Inhale, bend your left knee, right arm reaches high, twist to the right. Exhale, fold. Inhale, bend the right knee, left arm reaches high, twist to the left. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees a lot, plant your palms. This time, step your left leg to a runner's lunge. So right knee over ankle. Inhale, get lighter on the fingers, and exhale, lower the back knee down. Pad the knee if you need to. Inhale, hands reach high, Anjaneyasana. And exhale, press the arms out like a T. Now keeping the tailbone tucked, the navel in, focus the eyes. We're going to do those shoulder rotations. So just inhale, dip the left shoulder forward, the right shoulder back, and then exhale, switch. Kind of feels like a little dance. Practice several more rounds. Just rotating the shoulders in and out. Moving with your breath. On your next inhale, reach the hands high. Exhale, option 1 is to grab the inner arches of the elbows behind the back. Or option 2, reverse namaste. Press the palms together in a prayer. From here, we're just going to inhale, lunge a little deeper. And then exhale, shift the hips back. Straighten the right leg, flex the right foot. Bow, forehead to shin. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Now we'll lunge forward and shift back. Inhale, lower the right toes, lunge deeply. Exhale, shift the hips back, straighten the right leg, and bow. Couple more. Inhale, lower the right toes, lunge deeply. And exhale, shift the hips back, straighten the right leg, and bow. Again, inhale, lunge forward. Exhale, shift back and bow. This time, inhale, lunge, swoop the hands high. And exhale, plant the palms, tuck the back toes, lift up off the back knee, and step the right foot to the left, downward dog. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Inhale, look between your thumbs, step your left foot there, runner's lunge. Exhale, right foot to left, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise. Swoop your hands out and overhead. And exhale, bring your hands to your heart. And I invite you to close your eyes for the next few breaths. And with the eyes closed, just take a moment. Notice how you're feeling outward in the body. Observe how you're feeling inward in the mind. If your mind has wandered, gently bring your awareness back to your breath, back to your body, and back to the intention or affirmation you set for yourself. And when you're ready, inhale, bend the knees, sink the hips, reach the hands up, chair pose. So knees over ankles, tailbone tucked, navel in, shoulders back and down. See how low you can sink your hips, how high you can reach your hands. I invite you to do 2 pulses. So breathe in, pulse the hips for 1, 2, and then breathe out, forward fold. Bend the knees, plant the palms. Step your right foot back, and then your left to bear pose. So hovering tabletop, otherwise known as bear. So knees directly about an inch above the mat, knees directly under hips, shoulders over wrists. Now from here, take a deep inhale. Exhale, step or hop back to chair. So we're going to do 2 pulses. 1, 2. Plant the palms, step or hop to bear. Deep breath in, step or hop to chair. Couple more. Pulse, pulse, back to bear. Deep breath in, back to chair. Pulse, pulse, back to bear. Deep breath in, back to chair. Pulse, pulse, back to bear. Deep breath in, back to chair. Pulse, pulse, back to bear. Deep breath in, back to chair. Pulse, pulse, back to bear. Deep breath in, back to chair. One more. Pulse, pulse, back to bear. Deep breath in, back to chair. Inhale, straighten the legs. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bend the right knee. Left arm reaches high. Open the hip and shoulder. Exhale, fold. Inhale, bend the left knee. Right arm reaches high. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, swoop the hands out and overhead. And exhale, bend the knees, sink the hips, back to chair pose. We're just going to do some regular sun series B. So inhale, sink the hips low, reach the hands high. And exhale, straighten the legs, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold, bend your knees, plant your palms, step or float, back to plank. Lower the knees. Draw the elbows into the ribs. Lower chest and chin. Hips stay raised at first. Then inhale. Untuck the toes. Sink your hips. Pull your chest forward and up to cobra. Exhale, plant your palms. Tuck your toes. Press up to table or plank. Then lift the hips and lower the heels. Down dog. Inhale, look between the thumbs, step or lightly float to halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair. Exhale, hands to heart. So that's option 1 for your sun series B. We'll do a couple more options for sun B. Inhale, back to chair. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, bend the knees, plant the palms, step or float back to plank, lower knees, chest, chin like last time, or try chaturanga this time. Drawing the elbows into the ribs, lower the body in one line. Once the shoulders line with elbows, inhale, pull your chest forward and up. So you always have the option of cobra like last time, or up dog with straighter arms. Shoulders back and down, gripping the mat with the fingers and knuckles, lifting through the crown. Tops of the feet press into the mat, and maybe float the knees. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, tuck the toes, lift the hips, downward dog. Inhale, look between the thumbs, bend the knees, step or lightly float, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair. Exhale, straighten the legs, hands to heart. Inhale, back to chair. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, step or float back to plank, or maybe this time you want to try floating straight back to chaturanga. Elbows over wrists, shoulders line with elbows. Maybe this time do some extra push-ups if you want that power today. On your next inhale, open the chest to cobra or up dog. And exhale, tuck the toes, lift the hips, downward dog. Inhale, look between your thumbs, bend your knees, step or lightly float. If you're working on your float, maybe this time Try kicking your heels to your hips as you float to halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair. And exhale, straighten the legs, hands to heart. So now we'll do some more Sun B, adding some other poses. You get to choose what variation of Sun Series B you practice though. So when you're ready, inhale, back to chair. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, bend the knees, plant the palms, step or float back to plank, lower knees, chest, chin, chaturanga. Maybe do a double push-up, your choice. Inhale, open the chest, cobra or up dog. And exhale, back to downward dog. Inhale, float the right leg high to the ceiling, three-legged dog. Exhale, draw the right heel to the hip, stretch the quad, stretch the hip, and maybe circle out the right knee a few times, just releasing tension in the hip. And then when you're ready, square the hips. Inhale, straighten the right leg back, three-legged dog. Exhale, draw your right knee to your nose, step your right foot between your hands. Inhale, rise, crescent lunge. So right knee over ankle, left heel over the ball of the left foot. Tailbone tucked, navel in, shoulders back and down. Now take a deep inhale. Exhale, press your arms out like a T. We're going to do those little shoulder rotations. So inhale, right shoulder in, left shoulder out. And then exhale, switch. Do a few more. Just opening the shoulders, moving with your breath. To help with balance, focus your eyes and activate your core. Inhale, hands rise. Exhale, grab the inner arches of the elbows behind you or reverse namaste, pressing the palms together. Now inhale, see if you can lunge a little deeper. Exhale, ground the left heel, straighten the right leg. Bow, pyramid pose. Try to keep the hands behind you, grabbing the inner arches of the wrists or reverse namaste. We'll do a few more rounds flowing between these shapes. So inhale, bend the right knee, lift the left heel, crescent lunge. Exhale, ground the left heel, straighten the right leg and bow, pyramid pose. A few more. Inhale, bend the right knee, lift the torso, crescent lunge. Exhale, ground the left heel, straighten the right leg and bow, pyramid. Couple more. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, pyramid pose. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, pyramid pose. This time, inhale, crescent lunge. Swoop the hands high. And exhale, plant the palms to frame your right foot. Step back to plank, lower knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Inhale, open the chest, cobra or up dog. And exhale, tuck the toes, lift the hips, downward dog. Take a deep inhale, a long exhale. And now we'll explore that same sequence on the opposite side. Inhale, float the left leg back, three-legged dog. Exhale, draw the left heel to the hip, open the quad, open the hip, and maybe circle out the left knee a few times, just releasing tension in the hip. Then when you're ready, square the hips. Inhale, straighten the left leg back, three-legged dog. Exhale, draw your left knee to your nose, step your left foot between your hands. Inhale, rise, crescent lunge. Left knee over ankle, right heel stacks over the ball of the right foot. Tailbone tucked, navel in, shoulders back and down, focus the eyes. Think of squeezing the knees toward the midline. If you feel wobbly, you can always widen your stance. That might help your stability. Now take a big breath in. Exhale, press your arms out like a T. We're going to do those shoulder rotations. Inhale, right shoulder in, left shoulder out, and then exhale, switch. Inhale, rotate the right shoulder in, left shoulder out. Exhale, switch. Just do a few more. Connecting breath to movement. Hugging in the low belly on your exhales to really activate the core. And focus your eyes. Now inhale, hands reach high, and exhale, grab the inner arches of the elbows behind you or palm to palm, reverse namaste. Inhale, lunge a little deeper. Exhale, straighten the left leg as you ground the right heel and bow to pyramid pose, forehead to shin. Deep breath in, long breath out. And now we'll flow between those shapes. So inhale, bend the left knee, lift the right heel, straighten the torso, keep the reverse namaste, and then exhale, ground the right heel, straighten the left leg, and bow to pyramid. We'll practice a few more. Inhale, crescent lunge, lift the right heel, then exhale, pyramid, bow. Again, inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, pyramid pose. Again, inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, pyramid pose. This time, inhale, crescent lunge, reach the hands high. And exhale, plant the palms to frame your left foot. Step back to plank, lower knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, look between the thumbs, step or lightly float to halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair. And exhale, straighten the legs, bring your hands to your heart. And I invite you to close the eyes for the next few breaths. Just take a moment, take inventory. Notice how your breath feels, how your body feels. Notice what's going on in your mind. If your mind has wandered, let go of any thoughts that may be distracting. Let go of any thoughts that are not serving you well in this time, in this place. And bring your awareness back to that intention, that affirmation that you set for yourself. When you're ready, open the eyes. Focus the eyes forward on something still. That's your drishti. Take a deep breath in, shift your weight to your right foot, draw your left knee to your chest. Exhale, press the left leg back behind you, Warrior 3 variation, otherwise known as airplane. So shift the gaze downward, lift through the inner left thigh to square the hips. Now take a deep inhale. Exhale, bow forward. Plant your palms underneath your shoulders. Bend the right knee. Now take a big breath in. Then exhale, lower that left foot down. Bending the right knee. Top of the left foot touches the mat. So the left foot is pointed. Inhale, rise. Crescent lunge with the top of the left foot into the mat. And then exhale, lower. Now inhale, push more weight into your right foot and your hands, and then exhale, just switch legs. Inhale, right leg lifts high. Exhale, lower. Inhale, rise, back to mountain pose. Exhale, hands to heart. So we'll practice that on the other side. Might feel a little tricky, might feel a little awkward, that's okay. Just do the best you can. It's supposed to be challenging. With the eyes focused forward, take a big breath in. Exhale, shift your weight to your left foot, right knee to chest. Deep inhale. Exhale, press your right leg back behind you. Warrior 3, otherwise known as the airplane. Focus the eyes down. Lift through the inner right thigh to square the hips. Now take a deep breath in. Exhale, bow forward. Plant your palms underneath your shoulders. Deep inhale. Exhale, bend the left knee. See if you can lower the top of your right foot on the mat. So, the right toes are pointed. The top of the right foot's on the mat. Inhale, rise. Crescent lunge. Hands reach up. And then exhale, lower. Shift more weight to the left foot and the palms. And then when you're ready, just switch legs. Inhale, left leg lifts high. Exhale, lower. Inhale, back to mountain pose. Exhale, hands to the heart. So we're going to try that sequence one more time on both sides. Eyes focused. Deep breath in. Exhale, shift the weight to the right foot, left knee to chest. Deep breath in. Exhale, press the left leg back to warrior three. Deep breath in. Exhale, bow, standing split. Deep breath in. Exhale, bend the right knee, lower the top of the left foot on the mat. If you can, inhale, rise, crescent lunge. Exhale, plant the palms, shift more weight to the right foot and the hands. And then when you're ready, just switch legs. Inhale, right leg lifts high. Exhale, lower. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, hands to heart. We'll try that one more time on the other side. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, shift the weight to the left foot, right knee to chest. Deep breath in. Exhale, back to airplane. Deep breath in. Exhale, fold, standing split. Deep breath in. Exhale, bend the left knee. See if you can lower the top of the right foot on the mat. If you can, inhale, torso lifts, crescent lunge. Exhale, plant the palms. Shift more weight to the left foot and the palms. Lift the right leg high, and then when you're ready, switch legs. Inhale, left leg lifts high, standing split. Exhale, fold. Inhale, swoop the hands out and overhead. Exhale, hands to heart. Toe, heel the feet, mat width apart. Heels in, toes out. Big breath in. And exhale, bend the knees, sink the hips to your variation of Malasana. And as we hold Malasana, I invite you to close your eyes. And for the next 3 breaths, silently recite your personal mantra, your intention, 3 times for 3 breaths. And then when you're ready, bring your hands behind your hips, lower the hips on the mat, plant your feet, knees to chest. Inhale, hands reach forward, and exhale slowly with control. Curl the spine all the way down, vertebrae by vertebrae. Making our way to bridge pose. Hands about hip width apart, feet about hip width apart. Plant the palms on either side of the hips, head straight, chin lifted. Inhale, press into the feet, tuck in the tailbone, lift the hips until you feel an opening in the chest. Option to interlace the fingers behind you. Option to lift up the heels. As you breathe into your variation of bridge pose, maybe think of inviting specific qualities into your heart today. Deep breath in. Slow breath out. Deep breath in. Longer breath out. Inhale, lift the hips higher, open the heart a little more. And exhale, slowly lower the hips down. Inhale, hug the right knee to the chest, extend the left leg long. Exhale, take the left hand and gently guide the right knee across the body, inviting the knee to touch the floor, but keep your shoulders flat. Reach your right arm to the right, and if it feels good on the neck, gaze at the right fingers or close the eyes. Supine twist. Deep breath in. Slower breath out. And take a few more rounds of breath here, wringing out the spine of toxins and impurities. If you want a quad stretch, draw the left heel to the hip, right hand to left foot. An option to straighten the right leg. Just find a twist that feels best for you. Take a few more breaths. And with each exhalation, maybe think of releasing any energy that's no longer serving your highest good. Whenever you're ready, slowly release the twist and just switch sides. Inhale, left knee to chest, right leg long. Exhale, take the right hand, gently guide the left knee across the body, inviting the knee to touch the floor. Keep the shoulders flat and maybe gaze at the left fingers or close the eyes. Deep breath in. Slower breath out. If you want a quad stretch, draw the right heel to the hip, left hand to right foot, or option to straighten your left leg. Just find a twist that feels best for you. And with each slow exhalation, perhaps think of releasing any energy that's no longer serving you well. Deep breaths in. Slower breaths out. Whenever you're ready, take your time, release the twist, and then take a big breath in, draw both knees to your chest. Exhale, grab the outer edges of the feet, happy baby stretch. Just stretching the legs, stretching the hips, and maybe play with straightening one leg, straightening the other, or straightening both. Or it might feel good to bring the soles of the feet together, drawing the feet towards the chest, but keep the tailbone rooted. Take a few breaths in happy baby, tune into your body, any stretches, any movements that your body's telling you it needs. Honor that for the next few breaths. Whenever you feel ready, bring the soles of the feet together. Lower your feet beneath your hips and widen the knees. Grab the inner arches of the elbows up overhead, opening the shoulders and hips. Close the eyes and relax. Take a deep breath in. A longer breath out. Allow your breath to grow longer and deeper. Allow your breath to self-soothe and self-heal. Send yourself gratitude for your practice, for showing up, working hard, maybe trying something new today, maybe pushing yourself out of your comfort zone, prioritizing self-care and self-growth for your own sake and for others. Perhaps bring your awareness back to the intention, the affirmation you set for yourself. Change only happens in the present moment. The past is already gone. The future is just energy and intention. Whenever you feel ready, gently extend the legs long. Allow the toes to rotate outward. Allow the hands to rest on either side of your hips. Open the palms, close the eyes. Completely surrender to gravity in Shavasana. Allow the body and the mind to absorb, integrate, and heal from your practice. I'll be silent for the next minute. Give yourself permission to fully relax and heal in Shavasana. Gently bring your awareness back to your breath and back to your body. Maybe just gently circle out your wrists, circle your ankles, rock your head, inviting gentle movement back into the body. And if it feels good, on an inhale, do a full body stretch. And as you exhale, gently roll to one side of your body. Keeping your eyes closed and your awareness inward, take your time as you gently press yourself up to a comfortable seated position. Noticing the quality of your breath as you gently come to a seat. Notice if your breath feels different from when we started. Notice if your body feels different. Then take a moment, observe any subtle shifts in your mood, your mind, your energy, and maybe reflect on your intention. I'll do 3 cleansing breaths. The third time I'll chant Om to seal our practice with peace. I hope you join. Deep inhale, fill up the belly, the ribs, the chest. Open the mouth, sigh it out. Inhale, fill up all the way. Nice long cleansing exhale. Inhale for Om. Bring your hands to your heart. If you'd like to join me for one final moment of gratitude, just think of one thing in your life to feel grateful for today. And allow this grateful feeling to grow, fully wash over you, and may this grateful feeling carry with you. The light in me honors the light in each of you. Namaste. Thank you so much for sharing your practice. I hope you feel challenged and worked out, stretched out, calm, centered, grounded. Please let me know. Type a message. If you have any questions, concerns, or comments, any requests for next time, please type a message and let me know. But otherwise, I hope you enjoy the rest of your day and take care. Hi, Jack. How are you? Were you able to follow along? Let me know how you're feeling. Anybody who is following along, I'd love to hear feedback. I'd love to know how that practice felt for you. I know I threw out various challenges today, so please let me know if you want any additional instruction, any additional help. I have a little over an hour to chat with you guys today, so please let me know. Time for yoga support. How can I support? Lovely, lovely, lovely. Aw, thank you, Ether. I'm so glad you enjoyed that. Yeah, I have about an hour and a half to chat before I need to go teach a private. So let me know. I'm here for you guys. Any questions, comments, concerns, requests for next time, if you want any additional support. Yeah, we did a lot of the shoulder rolls like this. Kind of feels like a dance. It's really good for just releasing tension in the shoulders, good for shoulder mobility. We did a lot of shoulder strength and mobility today. Also the reverse namaste. This is really good for opening the shoulders. So you can start by just grabbing the inner arches of the elbows, like so, or the reverse namaste. It's a great pose for opening up the front of the chest. That's great for posture. It's great for correcting all those times we spend hunched over at a desk, a computer. I'm so glad the shoulder moves felt good, Mopar. Yeah, we worked on strength and flexibility in the shoulders. Hi, Dante. Just chilling. If you're new to my channel, please say hello and let me know where you are in the world. Let me know how that practice felt for you. Grabbing my little stool so I can sit a little higher. See you guys. Shoulder movements felt good. I like the pyramid pose. I mean, ouch, ouch, ouch on my calves, but felt good at the same time. Yeah, we did some pyramid pose is a great way of stretching the legs and the back. Stretching the whole body, really. Pyramid pose is a good one. If you have really tight calves, though, can feel intense. So your calves will thank you later, hopefully. Realized I had it on just chatting category the whole time, but I should have put it on the fitness category, but that's okay. How are you today, Jack? I like your emojis. Is that a double hydrate? Yes. So this is just water, and this is organic cacao. My blood sugar gets a little low, and I'm doing a powerful vinyasa, so I need more than just water. Oh, you like the pulse back to bear? Oh yeah, that's great for building strength in the core, strength in the whole body. Probably got your heart rate up a lot. So I'm glad you like the pulse back to bear. Yeah, that's a fun little drill there. And it kind of rhymed too. So anybody following along who appreciated the sequence, I accept donations. I think Nightbot automatically shared my donate link. Even just $1 is appreciated, or bits are always appreciated too. Just so you guys know, I do have the option to donate through my donation link as well, just to support my work. Nightbot just shared my donation link. So if you click on that link, it takes you to my Venmo and PayPal. But no pressure at all. Just if you want to, it's there. I'm happy to be here either way. I was laughing on it. Felt like a nice little jingle. Yeah, I'm glad. I hoped it would bring some levity into the practice. Pulse, back to bear, back to chair. Yeah, it's always good to laugh when you're doing yoga. Laughing is really good for us. So anything I can do to make you guys laugh during your practice, I'm happy to do. I'm going to move you guys a little closer. Yeah, anybody watching for the first time, please introduce yourself. My name is Kim. I offer yoga and chatting every Tuesday and Thursday at 12 p.m. Atlanta, Georgia time. Then sometimes I'll pop on when I can. I know I wanted to do a piano stream. I saw you guys talking on Discord about learning piano and music and stuff, and Russell and I, we both got really busy. We couldn't do it, but hopefully we can do another one of those soon, for those of you who find that entertaining. Oh, you like the quote from Kino? You've been watching her lately? Yeah. Yeah, I like that quote too. I mean, it's pretty basic. It's kind of like one of the main yoga philosophies is grounding yourself in the present. So that's one of the wonderful things I love about yoga, is that it helps, especially when you're learning a new sequence each time. It forces you to bring all your attention and all your awareness to what's happening on the mat and focusing on the guidance. So you forget about the past, you forget about the future, and you just bring all your attention to the present moment. Hopefully you can integrate that sense of groundedness and present-mindedness into your daily life. How have I been feeling? Today I'm feeling pretty good. I started teaching a class at Emory at 6 in the morning on Mondays. So I'm not used to teaching classes that early. And sometimes I have to stay up late taping auditions. So yesterday I was struggling for energy, but today I'm feeling much better. I got a full night sleep last night, and I'm recovering from my car accident. My neck's feeling pretty good. I attribute that to all the yoga I've been doing. Yeah, so I've been teaching at the Emory campus through one of my corporate companies that I work for at 6 a.m. So I have to get up at 5 a.m. So that's a little earlier than I'm used to. So yesterday I was struggling, but today I'm good. I still managed to teach all my classes yesterday, and then I went to, I teach at a dance studio. So I teach a Tai Chi class Monday nights. But before that, I usually take the salsa dancing classes. So I wasn't super energized, but I managed to get through it. Sometimes when I'm really tired, if I just keep moving, I'll stay energized. But I'm just grateful I was able to get a full night's sleep last night. And just so you guys know, so this Wednesday I'll be flying to Missouri to work on a feature film. And I believe I'll still be able to do a live stream Twitch in my hotel. The regular time on Thursday. The setting just might look different. I'll be in the hotel. And then I'll be flying back to Atlanta Friday night. Keep pushing the tiredness away, yeah. Yes, it's a feature film. It's a positive message. Everyone working on it, they really care about creating a film with positive message. It's kind of about the psychology of a certain type of addiction. I don't really want to go into all the details, but it's about addiction and overcoming it in a way that works for you. But I actually play like a tempting villain in it. I don't play the good guy in that film, which will be interesting. Yeah, I think that Discord link should still be working. So anyone watching, if you want to keep in touch with us on Discord, click that link. Let me know if it doesn't work and I'll create a new one. But because I think the Discord link links expire periodically. But if it's still working, great. If not, I'll add a new one. But yeah, join our Discord if you want to chat with all of us. I love how you guys have been chatting on there. I just want to create a community that's supportive. So, yes, people can get addicted to anything. Absolutely. You can get addicted to yoga. But at least yoga would be a healthy addiction, right? Yeah, so Nightbot just shared my yoga YouTube channel. So if you click on that link that Nightbot just shared, that's my yoga YouTube. It doesn't cost you anything to subscribe. Just click the subscribe button. It'll help support my work. There's a lot of free content on there. Oh, thank you so much, Ether. You sent me a donation. Aw, I really appreciate you. So anytime somebody donates or sends me bits, I do a little kick, and I do what's called in yoga, spontaneous qigong, otherwise known as dancing in chaos. So if you guys want to do it with me, yay! And then we dance in chaos. Yay! Thank you so much, Ether. I appreciate you. Thank you, Ether. Yes, nice people on our Discord. There's very nice people in the Discord. I want to create a community that's supportive, and so we can chit chat off Twitch sometimes and just share healthy tips and maybe recipes or just chat about whatever. But yeah, that's my YouTube channel. There's a lot of free content on there. There's some meditations. There's some recipes. I'm going to try to create a new meditation on there, a special springtime meditation soon. So be on the lookout for that on my YouTube. Also, I'm really excited to share with you guys. I finally got a friend who's willing to work with me to start a community garden here in Atlanta. We found somebody who's willing to let us use their backyard in exchange for landscaping help. So we're just going to use their backyard, and I got some really good seeds from this company, and I'm super excited. So I'll keep you guys posted with the progress. And then if we have time, I'll make some like gardening tutorials on my YouTube channel. Your high kicks look good. You could kick the head off a scarecrow. It's the yoga. It's the flexibility. Yeah, high kicks require strength and flexibility. Go, gardeners, go. Yeah, I'm super excited. So I'll share with you guys our progress. We should have a scarecrow in the garden, actually. Scare the crows away. Do scarecrows really work in gardens? That's my question. Do they really work? I just question how much that they really, really work. So my friend, who is a certified permaculturist, recommended this brand of seeds. It's called Survival Essentials, and it's 100 variety premium heirloom, non-hybrid, non-GMO seeds. So the heirloom non-GMO seeds, according to this permaculture, the certified permaculturist, are the best types of seeds. And then he was telling me to take this year's crop and then save seeds from this year's crop, then replant them next year. And what happens is that makes them get stronger and stronger if I save seeds from this year's crop and then replant them next year. But to start out, I just bought the Survival Essentials 100 variety premium heirloom non-GMO seeds, because that's what my certified permaculturist friend recommended. So I'm super excited to get started. We're going to make some garden beds. We have a big space too. So I have one friend who's definitely committed. And then I'm going to try to get a couple more friends in Atlanta that are interested in contributing. That way we can all work on the garden together. So it's not just me, myself, and I. Because as you guys know, I get busy. So having like other people, we can share the responsibility, and then we can share the crops. It's just more fun working with other people. That's what my friend Robert, who's the permaculturist, he said the seeds will get stronger and stronger each year, according to him. So it was pretty interesting when he told me that. My grandfather used to grow strawberries in the backyard and put yellow net over the strawberries so that grows and birds couldn't eat it. Yeah, that's the one thing about gardening. It's how do we figure out to keep pests away? I think that's the hardest part of gardening is keeping away pests. So sometimes netting works. So we'll probably have to do some of that. I really want to grow. I would love to grow strawberries and blueberries. But yeah, Dante, I know you're a beekeeper, and anybody else who has any gardening tips, please type them in the chat. I'd love to hear. I have a few gardening tutorials myself on my YouTube channel, but I still have a lot to learn when it comes to gardening, so please type a message and share with me any gardening tips you might have for growing things in Atlanta. Because I know there's certain crops that do better at certain times depending on what zone you're in and the time of year and all those factors go into it. Dante says, I can give you many gardening tips. I would love to hear anything you feel like sharing, Dante. Your mom knows a lot? The best tip is to do it with love. Plants can feel. Honestly, I really do believe that. I believe that the frequency of love, it's like a loving intention carries a specific vibration and a specific frequency. We're all made up of frequencies. So I actually, even though that might sound silly, I believe that to be actually true. That plants can feel, and they can feel loving energy, and it does make a difference. Did you guys ever hear about that experiment with crystals where scientists put crystals in this container and then somebody yelled a bunch of like mean things at it and the crystals turned out all mangled and jagged and like disformed? Then somebody said a bunch of like loving, sweet, caring words and the crystals turned out beautiful and symmetrical. And so there's all kinds of experiments. There's actually a book called The Secret Life of Plants, which talks about scientific experiments done on plants. Like plants were hooked up to polygraphs, and plants can sense intention. That's basically what these scientific studies suggested, that plants can perhaps sense human intention, and plants can sense a lot more than we might realize. It's called The Secret Life of Plants. Has anybody read that book? My grandfather used to grow strawberries in the backyard and he put yellow net over. Oh, I already read that. Use those biological advice against pests: spiders, praying mantises, ladybugs, and hedgehogs. Yeah. Yeah, keeping pests away can be tricky. I know there's certain things you can spray on the plants too. Certain sprays that won't harm the crop, but it's tough because you want to spray things that keep pests away but aren't harmful. Yeah, I know garden worms are good for the soil. garden worms are good. And I know a little bit about companion planting, how planting like certain things with other things, like if you plant like very specific sorry, I'm like distracted. But yeah, companion planting is one of those things where you plant like a certain plant that sort of feeds the pests, which keeps them off your main crop. Japanese people are great gardeners. You can steal their practical tricks. Yes, this is true. Yes, I have seen those experiments, and also the experiments with salt on a metal plate that vibrates a frequency that can be changed from a controller. Yeah, the salt morphs into beautiful geometric patterns and grow in complexity with different frequencies. Absolutely. And certain experiments like that, to me, it's evidence that loving thoughts and loving intentions can affect a garden. It can affect everything. Kim, the sneaky garden spy. Yeah, if you guys read this book, it's called The Secret Life of Plants. It's kind of old, but it's pretty fascinating. The world needs more love among all the species and good intentions. Yeah, I know. Are you saying gardening isn't easy? I know gardening isn't easy, but that's what makes it fun. If things were easy, they wouldn't be as fun. Just like when you're doing like yoga. If yoga was always super easy, it wouldn't be as fun, I don't think. I can feel my inner thigh stability and strength really improving. Oh, that's wonderful. Makes a big difference during rising up and warrior 3. Yeah, so when you're rising up from like a chaturanga or a lunge and you're rising up into any warrior pose, yeah, if your inner thigh strength can really help with stability. Also your core. So remember, our core isn't just the front of our abs, it's the back too. So a lot of what we did at the beginning was actually strengthening more the back of the core. And the more you strengthen the back of the core, like those opening moves we did when we were laying on our belly, like locust pose and things like that, that will really help your warrior 3 as well. But yeah, once you start really feeling your stability and strength improve, it's so exciting because you realize, oh wow, like there isn't a limit of what I can do. I just have to keep at it, and then I can keep learning and keep growing and learning new things. And then you just start to feel better in your body, functioning in your daily life, Yeah. Well, also the yoga I'm offering here, it can feel more challenging if you're a beginner. I try to make this an all levels class, and I offer beginner options. But if you're more of a beginner, everything I'm offering can feel a little overwhelming. So just be patient with yourself. Because usually for a beginner's basics classes, I would go a lot slower than what I do here on Twitch. I would go much slower, much much more gentle. So when I'm teaching private lessons, I can customize a sequence based on each individual's needs. But when I'm teaching a group, all levels class, I just offer options. But just don't get overwhelmed because, go at your own pace and take your modifications. Ooh, that's cool. You can feel new muscles in your body that were hiding. I like that. That's great. That's good to hear. Yes, hybrid yoga with options. Yeah, when you start feeling like muscles waking up that felt like they were in hibernation, you really start feeling your body come alive and you start feeling comfortable and more confident in your body, more powerful and strong. Hopefully that translates within the mind as well. Because remember, yoga isn't just a workout, it's a work in. So that's why I always take those mindful moments to pause and check in with how this practice is affecting your mind, what's going on in your mind. And the more we control our breath and control our body, the easier it is to control our thoughts and have clear and specific intentions off the mat as well. I just saw your donation, Ether. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much. There she goes, smart mode. Hearts. Hearts to you. Being human is a little weird because that mind-body connection. Yeah, that mind-body connection. I'm going to go refill my cacao really quickly, but I'll be right back. So chat amongst yourselves. I'll be right back. Hello, hello. What did I miss? Ooh, looks like I have a new subscription. Would you consider releasing a Patreon? I do have a Patreon. I just hardly ever use it because I only have 2 patrons. I do have a Patreon though. My Patreon. Thank you so much for your subscription, Samson Knows. Yes, I can send you the link of my Patreon if you're curious. Right now I just have 2. So let me know if you want that link. I can share it with you. But I really appreciate your subscription, Samson. I'm going to do a little kick, a little dance. Here we go. Yay! Whee! Dancing in chaos. Yay! Thank you. Thank you so much. Samson Knows. How are you, Samson Knows? Please do. Okay, let me get you that link. So the Patreon is just called Yoga Flow with Kim. So it's patreon.com/Yoga Flow with Kim. And what I'll do, I'll set up a little Nightbot link to go with that. Let me see if I can just... Nightbot, that, EV. So it is, there we go. That's my Patreon link. So if anybody wants to join, that would be great. Haven't done a ton with Patreon in a while. So yeah, I would love to get more Patreon subscribers, and then I would be more motivated to do more with it. So yeah, that's my Patreon. It's just patreon.com/Yoga Flow with Kim. Samson Knows, where are you? Where are you located? How did you find my channel? I'd love to know more about you. Thank you so much for the subscription. It has been really warm and sunny here, so I was thinking of going to the beach with my brother. Ooh, making sandcastles on the beach. That sounds so much fun. Because you're in Florida, right? And remind me what part of Florida you're in. Are you really close to the beach? I'm following Samson Knows now. I've been looking for yoga teachers to support. Oh, great. Well, you've came to the right one. Are you a yoga teacher yourself or a fitness guru? Or do you just like supporting yoga teachers? Thank you so much, Samson. Oh, right, Mopar, you're not in Florida. Where are you located again, Mopar? Did you say? Can't remember. California? Mopar is a Viking? I can't remember. I remember you told me where you were located before, but you're not in Florida. You're a Viking? Yeah, thank you, Samson Knows. Yeah, so Samson, every Tuesday and Thursday, I've been offering a dynamic vinyasa yoga class for all levels, followed by just chatting. So Tuesdays and Thursdays, 12 p.m. Atlanta, Georgia time, for an hour of yoga. And then I usually hang out for at least an hour, sometimes longer, to just chat and answer questions or offer any additional support. Sorry, I forgot where you live, Mopar. For some reason, I was thinking Florida. But do you live near a beach somewhere? Going to the beach sounds so much fun. And I actually like making sandcastles. I liked it as a kid, and I still like it as an adult, and I'm not ashamed to admit it. Norway. That's right. You're originally from Hungary, and that's why you speak like 6 different languages. Yes. Norway. Okay. I'm going to try to remember that. You live in Norway. And you speak like a million different languages. Oh, the Discord invite is invalid. I'll switch that. What happens with Discord is like the link expires periodically. So let me create a new Discord link really quickly, and then I will add that. I will update it. 1 second. Okay, I'm about to create a new link. How did I do that last time? I'm trying to remember. Trying to remember how I created an invite link in the first place. Create a thread. How did I do this? I can't remember how to create a new link. You can make a Discord link that doesn't expire. Oh, I can? Last class I mentioned tight hips and hammies and how they loosened up, but then the next day seems like starting from zero. But one thing that improves is that although maybe it feels like they start from zero, yeah, they open up much faster. So that's good. Because like a lot of women especially just naturally hold a lot of tension in the hips. So it might feel like you're starting from zero, but if you're able to just open up a little faster, then that's a good thing too. Because sometimes all it takes is just a little bit of movement. All right, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to try to just create an invite link that doesn't expire for Discord. Bear with me. Those of you who know me well know that I'm not the best when it comes to technology. Here we go. I wonder if I just copied and pasted the channel. Would that work? How do I do this? I'm on Discord. I just don't remember. There we go. Invite people. So for now, I'm just going to create an invite link that will probably expire until I figure out how to do one that won't expire. Okay. So that link should not be it's a brand new link, but I will try to eventually create a link that does not expire. It can expire after I join. So it says it expires every 7 days. But I'll try to figure that out when I have time. But right now you can use that link. Yeah, and feel free to drop us a line in Discord anytime. I love that you guys have been chatting off and on. I love the dialogue that's going on. So I think Jack's been sharing some of his progress. And yeah, just feel free to share anything you want in Discord. Share any healthy recipes, healthy tips, or your progress. Any way that you're nourishing your body, your mind, your heart. I would love to hear about those things on Discord. I'm also happy to chat about art. You know, I'm a performing artist, so anything related to performing artists, the film industry. I'm just open to whatever, really, as long as it's a supportive, positive community. How to create a permanent link to your Discord channel. Ooh, aren't you just the helpful one, Mopar? Thank you. So Samson, I'm curious to learn more about you, Samson, since you subscribed and want to support. What's your background? Where are you from? Thank you for the tutorial. I'm out of water. Hang on one sec. Have another giant jug of water here today, so just to remind you guys to hydrate. Hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. It's very, very important. Yeah, that recent link should work, but I will work on creating another one. I want to watch this YouTube video. Samson, are you still there? Let's see. Oh, it's kind of a long video. Let's see. I'll have to figure this out. Hi, Athletic LC. Oh, I know what you're going to ask me, Athletic. What is my... I have a feeling what you're going to ask me. How are you, Athletic? Okay, I will wait for the next permanent link. For some reason, the most recent one says invalid. Huh. Try this one again. The one that ends with 25. Hey, Swift, how are you? You're doing good, Athletic? Good to know, good to know. Yeah, this is the link that should work, the one I just shared. The one that ends with 25x. So either the one that I just shared, the one that ends with 25x, that's the link that should work. Just grinding piano and vibing? Oh, cool. What are you playing on the piano? Yes, Athletic, you missed the yoga today, but I will be back Thursday. However, I will be live streaming from a hotel room because I'm flying to Missouri tomorrow. I fly out to Missouri to film a feature, and then I will be in the hotel room Thursday. I don't think I'm going to be needed on set at our time, our regular time. So I'll probably just do a live stream from Twitch from the hotel. The connection might not be as good, just warning you guys, because I won't be able to plug my cord directly into the Ethernet from the hotel room. So sorry if the connection isn't as good on Thursday, but I'll be back next week. Hopefully it'll be okay. It's just hard to predict. I'll be in Missouri, so... But yeah, I'll be back Thursday from the hotel. We'll do another yoga and chatting. And then next week I'll be back home. But yeah, every Tuesday and Thursday at 12 p.m. Atlanta, Georgia time, unless otherwise noted, I'll be teaching you dynamic vinyasa yoga, and then we'll just chat. He's a pirate and a Harry Potter theme. What are you playing on the piano? Yes, it is nice to visit new cities, although I won't have a car or anything, so probably won't be able to wander around too much on my own. And I'm mostly going to be working on the feature film. But if I do have any downtime, if anyone has any recommendations, maybe I can get an Uber somewhere, some stuff to do in Missouri, because I have no idea. The specific area I'll be flying to is Springfield. Springfield, Missouri. So if anybody knows anything to do in Springfield, I'll be flying in tomorrow evening, and then I'll be there Thursday. And most of my filming, I believe, will be Thursday night. And then I'll be flying back Friday night. That's what I'm playing. He's a pirate on the Pirates of the Caribbean. Oh, okay. And the theme song to Harry Potter was playing Adele and Rihanna lately, but changed it up a bit. I love Adele. I love all of her stuff. That's so cool. Yeah, I think the Pirates of the Caribbean has like a really nice theme song. Have you guys been following Johnny Depp's trial? Speaking of Pirates of the Caribbean. His trial's been somewhat entertaining. Yeah, it's been interesting. Right. Put link on Discord. Oh, attractions, Springfield, Missouri. I'll have to check that out. Maybe I'll be able to Uber somewhere when I'm not filming. I'm still not exactly sure what the shoot schedule is, so yeah, I really want to get better at the piano. I just need Russ to I need Russ to give me another lesson soon. I may just try to teach myself one of these nights. If I'm free and he's not, I may just pull up some YouTube videos and try to self-teach. What am I drinking? I am drinking water. And I'm drinking organic cacao powder with a little ginger, turmeric, black pepper, cinnamon, and almond milk creamer. I'm glad you're doing well, Swift, and playing piano. Playing piano can be really meditative. Springfield, isn't that where the Simpsons are from? I don't know. That's a good question. It's possible. I can look for the Simpsons. Just walk outside the hotel and like, hey, does anyone know if the Simpsons are around? Yeah. There are 7 Springfields in the United States, 7 different Springfields. So there's Springfield, Missouri, and then Springfield, other places named Springfield. Yes, exactly, Swift. All the works of healthy here in this one little drink, cacao. It energizes me without giving me like a big crash, like caffeine, like coffee. Used to drink coffee every morning, but now I'm trying to work on less acidity and less caffeine. Because caffeine really isn't good for you. Caffeine speeds up all your systems to work 3 times faster than they're supposed to. Caffeine is it's really not good for you. Yeah, I put turmeric in as many different things as I can. Turmeric's really good for fighting inflammation. That cup was huge. Yeah, this is a cup I got. It's like the biggest mug I own. I won it at a holiday party last year for having the best tacky sweater. It says holiday calories don't count. But I use it a lot just because it's like one of the biggest mugs I own. And after a powerful yoga sequence, I like to hydrate a lot. So right on. Now I'm chugging in some peach peace tea. Ooh, that sounds nice. Peach peace tea. So what is in the peach peace tea? You know, I think I saw that at the Fox Theater. I think that's what it was. It was peach peace tea at the Fox. They were selling it. I went to go see the most amazing play at the Fox Theater in Atlanta. I hadn't seen a show there in like over a decade, and it was my dad's birthday. He wanted to do something special for a change. And so we went to go, and it was this play called Wonderful, and it was about Carole King, the musician, and her life and her career. So I got to see all these wonderful songs that everybody kind of knows and loves, like Natural Woman. You make me feel like a natural. So that was Carole King. And then she also did, well, it's too late, baby, now it's too late, though we really did try to make it. That's Carole King. She did, You've Lost That Love and Feeling. I believe that was, anyway, all these like famous songs, I got to see, these songs performed in a way that was just so great. The actress who played Carole King was phenomenal. She had a phenomenal voice. There was dancing. It's basically about her life story and how she started when she was like 16, and then she married really young. And then she partnered with someone, and they wrote together. They wrote songs together for a while. And then they split, and then she went on her own. So yeah, it was great. Anyway, I started thinking about that because at the Fox Theater, they were sharing that peach peace tea. They were selling it there. DMCA? Careful? What does DMCA mean? Fry on Futurama and 100 cups of coffee. Oh, right. I have to be careful when I sing cover songs for copyright issues. Thank you for reminding me. It's just a little melody we all know, but I think as long as I'm not playing, I think what happened last time is I was actually playing the song and I was singing along with it. So I was playing the actual song. I think that's why I got that strike. So I think you're allowed to kind of sing your own cover songs. You just can't play someone else's music and say it's yours, obviously. But yeah, Carole King, that play, it's called Beautiful. So well done. Ingredients are, yeah, water, tea, powder, cane sugar, fructose, citric acid, natural flavors, pectin, and sucralose. So not too bad. You don't want to have too much cane sugar, even though cane sugar is better than some refined sugars. You still don't want to have too much cane sugar, but not bad, not bad for tea. Take me to the Fox Theater. Yeah, I highly recommend. I've never seen a show at the Fox and been disappointed. I love all the theater I've ever seen at the Fox is wonderful. Is anyone doing anything fun for Memorial Day weekend? Oh, ever been to Broadway? Yeah. So I've been to New York while ago. I went with my mom and my sisters, and we saw a Broadway show. One Broadway show, it was Gypsy. And that's the only show I've seen on Broadway. But it was great. It was fantastic. I love to go to New York and see more live theater. I love live theater. Obviously, I'm an actor and a performer, so I love theater. How about you? Have you ever seen Broadway? Swift says, I prefer making my own tea, but then I don't have my tea brewer anymore. Oh, I like the kombucha tea too, but that's expensive. Yeah, I love kombucha. Kombucha is really good for you because it's got probiotics and you can make your own kombucha. But I'm sorry you don't have your tea brewer anymore. I'm having a cookout with my peers and treatment. Oh, that sounds nice. Yeah, hopefully it'll be nice weather for a cookout. That sounds lovely. Yes, Hamilton and the Lion King. Oh, I've always wanted to see Hamilton. You know, that's my last name. I've always wanted to see Hamilton. They did Hamilton at the Fox. My sister saw it. I didn't get to see it, but I did see a version of The Lion King many years ago, but that was at the Fox too. It wasn't on Broadway. So, how was Hamilton when you saw it? Was it amazing as everyone says it is? Hamilton standard propellers. I don't watch too much Broadway stuff. I like the musicals Chicago and Rent. Oh, yeah. I love those musicals. So many good songs. I love the song in Rent. 525,600 minutes. 525,600 525,000 moments so dear. It was cool in 2015 before the hype. Yeah. I feel like when anything gets really, really hyped up, it's easy to oversell anything. But I still want to see Hamilton one day, and I love Rent. I think one of my favorite Rent songs is "I'll Cover You," and also "Would You Light My Candle." Would you light my candle? What are you staring at? Nothing. Your hair in the moonlight. Oh, and then of course La Vie Boheme. I love La Vie Boheme. It's just so fun. You do? Oh, that's so cool, Swift. Yeah, the Ren songs are the best. They're so inspiring. How do you measure a year? In daylight, in sunsets, in midnights, in cups of coffee, in inches, in miles, in laughter and stride. 525,600 minutes. How do you measure a year in the life? I saw Rent 2 a decade ago. Yeah, I've never seen Rent live. I've seen the movie and I love the songs. I'd love to sing it live. Oh, thanks, Swift. Oh, thank you, Mopar. Yeah, I hadn't seen theater at the Fox in a really, really long time. Um, uh, are we boring you? No, no, not at all. No, I'm just I'm getting tons of messages from people. You're not boring me at all. Sometimes when I look down, it just means I'm replying to a message. That's all that means. Multitasking. No, I hadn't seen live theater at the Fox in a really long time. It was over a decade, so I felt really grateful I got to see that show. My mom ushers at the Fox, so I got to see her, and I got to go with my dad on his birthday. And I don't really spend much time with my family, honestly, because we're all so busy. So it was nice to have family time for a change and go see a really beautiful show that was called Beautiful. But yeah, I love musicals. I miss performing in musicals. It's been a while. With COVID and everything, a lot of things shut down, but I was still doing comedy shows with my little comedy collective. We did some musical parodies. I did a musical parody not too long ago with my comedy collective, and I performed some songs and dances. That was only a few months ago, but it was more of a parody, and it wasn't like like a full-on musical. It was the short show. It was still a lot of fun. Got to sing and dance and do some comedy, make some people laugh. Do you talking about the parody that you have on YouTube? No, no, no. I do have a lot of like small, like short sketch comedy parodies. Um, but no, I did a whole show. I performed in an entire, it was like an hour show at the Village Theater here in Atlanta. It was a live show. I performed in, and it was a musical parody. It's called Church Mice, and it was about like funny, awkward things that happen in church. Because whether you're religious or not, everyone's probably been to church at some point, and it's just kind of like it's not like making fun of religion at all. It was just making fun of funny, awkward things that could happen in church. So it's called Church Mice. But yeah, it's musical parody live show. That is not on YouTube. Um, do you have a TV show you want to be in? I mean, I'd be happy to book anything that pays well and that, is an opportunity to work with people that are passionate about the industry and passionate about the work. I really don't watch TV shows that much unless I have to do research for an audition or if I'm watching my friends perform. I watch more film than I do TV shows. Like I watch feature films more than shows, but I can't think of like a specific show I really want to be in. But I'd be happy to book any TV show, honestly. I'd be happy to book anything. My first network booking is this show Monarch that should be coming out in September. I have a scene with the lead actress, so that was really fun to work on. Have you heard anything about resetting the vagus nerve by staring to the left and right? Yes, I have heard of this. So resetting the vagus nerve, you can basically close your eyes and then look down and to the left. Also resetting your optic nerve, you can actually turn your eyes to the left, look up, look to the right, and then look down. Basically looking to the left, up, right, down. Drawing small circles with your eyes resets your optic nerve. And yeah, I've heard various theories about resetting the vagus nerve by just moving your eyes, looking to the left, up, down, just drawing circles with the eyes 12 times in one direction, and then circling the eyes 12 times in the other directions. I heard that resets your optic nerve, not your vagus nerve, but it still relates to your nervous system. So yes. I've seen Chris Tucker at the Fox Theater in Detroit. That place is a masterpiece. Yeah, I bet that was a fun show. I bet that was great. I heard Chris Tucker does a great show. So I just have a few more minutes to chit chat before I'll need to take off and go teach a client. I'm teaching back-to-back classes today. Then I'm teaching a private client. Then I'm going to teach at this courthouse in Gwinnett County. And then I'm going to teach at a yoga studio. And then I will be able to pack for tomorrow. It feels really good when I do the left up, right, down. I feel tickle in the crown of my head. Oh, really? That's interesting. But yeah, if you guys want to keep chatting, Nightbot just shared, I wonder why Nightbot is sharing the expired link. So ignore that link on Discord. But hopefully you guys are connected to this link on Discord. Yes, you're very welcome for the stream, Mopar. It was amazing. He can sing like Michael Jackson too and talk like him. That's so cool. Yeah, I would love to see Chris Tucker. That would be fun. Well, thank you for following Samson Knows and for subscribing, Samson Knows. Thank you, Ether, for the donation. And thank you to everyone who tuned in today. Had a great time with you guys. Any final questions about the yoga practice or anything else we talked about? Any final thoughts, please share. And if you have any suggestions about who to raid before I take off, let me know. Let's see, Bajhira is online. Bajhira does strength training and coaching and World of Warcraft. If I could raid Bajhira. If anybody has a friend or anybody they want me to raid, I'd be happy to raid your friends. Just let me know. Thank you for streaming and chatting with us. You take care too, Swift. And Swift, I hope you have a great time. If I don't chat with you before your cookout, I hope you have a nice time. I will be back Thursday, same time from my hotel room. If you guys are curious, I can share you about my experience working on the film. But we'll be doing yoga at 12 p.m. as usual, just a slightly different location, different setup. Try to figure out how to set it up in the hotel room. Athletic, thank you for saying hi. But yeah, if you have anyone you recommend rating, let me know. And I will look forward to seeing you Thursday as well. Take care, Ether. Looks like Jay Diggins is on. We've rated her before. So I might just raid Jay. She does some fitness stuff. Ooh, twin aesthetics. Okay, we can rate them. Silly question. Are you Filipino? No, not Filipino. Oops. Good guess, though. So we're going to raid Twin Aesthetics because Mopar suggested that. Looks like they're sharing some fitness information.